Show. Diggity Daily Go Get a Miss. Diggity 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 Daily Go Get a Mism Show.
Show
You
now.
think
Press
it ain't when it
begin.
is. All
Hope
right,
it
Blog Talk
appears
want
you're
to act
calling
all
back
right
into a live
tonight, so
show.
let's get
We are
into it, y'all.
reconnecting you now.
Stranger danger, baby. Stranger danger. What you know about that? Those strangers. How open or closed are you to new people coming into your life? They hit you up tonight. I want to get to know you. Want to get to meet you. What's your name? Can I have your number? Can I get some game? Do you invite them in? Do you try to see what they about, or do you doubt that you would even let them close? Get close. What you talking about? The door's closed right now. How inviting or how receptive or rejective, if there's a word called rejective, are you to new people? Do you invite people to come on in? We having a party over here, or do you tell them, yo, you new? Oh, stay over there. Huh? I said a party over here. Come over here. Yeah, it's kind of clear. I'm going to make myself clear in another way. I need you to stay over right there. Don't come over here today. I ain't trying to say you don't want to be it. Never saw you before. Don't trust you, no, not no more. Will I ever get played by a new person? I'm not going out there. Yet I knew rehearse this new verse that I came up with. I'm not trying to hear nobody with new shit. Well, you know, there are people who always look for new adventures, new experiences, new attitudes and stuff like that because they get bored with other people, bored or frustrated or angry with other people that are in their lives. They figure like, it's the same old thing, it's the same old routine. I need to do something new, clean my slate and go on a new date, and I'm going to do it tonight. Yeah, it's going to be all right. And, you know, you might have friends who always are introducing you to new friends, you know, friends from work, friends from clubs, friends from organizations, stuff like that. And you might be that friend. How well do you hold on to people who have been in your lives for a while? How well do you do that? Are you always looking for somebody else to do something new for you, new opportunities, showing you something new to do? Well, I'm not saying that you're bad or good in either way. You know, the choice is yours. But what we want to talk about tonight on the Daily Go Getimism Show is when a stranger hits you up, whether they hit you up in person, face to face, whether they hit you up with a phone call. Like, you know how it is when new numbers come across your come on your call ID. You be like, who is this? Who the hell? Of course, if it's from a blocked number, we like, nah, I'm good. You know what I mean? My settings say, nah, you go straight to voicemail. But what if it's a number that you don't recognize? And you know how some phones, sometimes it doesn't seem to work all the time. But a lot of times when people call you from a number, whose ever name that the number is in will come up on your phone too. So you're like, yo, who is Crystal Johnson? I don't know. Whatever. It didn't come up as spam likely and all that. Speaking of spam likely, I haven't had any spam likely calls come up on my phone lately. Have y'all? Have you seen spam likely or what's the other thing that alerts you that it might be a bot call or a robo call or bill collector or whatever? I mean, anyway, so you might take the call and you might not. You might let it go to voicemail and see if they leave a message, see if they text you or something like that, and see and take it from there. I could dig it, but some people be like, "Yeah, I'm shoot. If it come on, if you ring my phone, then I want to find out what's going on." And sometimes you might be inviting. Shoot, man, you know, before social media, we had this thing called the party line. And I don't know if y'all remember the party line, but the party line was just a bunch of random people, normally in the same area, like the same city, same area code, that type of thing. And you would just be on the phone, rapping, talking. People used to be on there talking mad shit, crazy stuff, and all that kind of stuff. And it went through different eras. I remember party line when I was younger, like 18, 17, 18 years old. And then that died down. And then when I was fully grown, like I'm talking about like 32, 33 years old, then the party line came back again. And it probably came back again somewhere in between that. But just before social media really started to take off, like I'm talking about around 2002, 2003 or whatever, when social media, when I consider social media to really have gotten started when MySpace came out. Like, Black Planet was good, but Black Planet wasn't doing what MySpace was doing. MySpace was doing some shit. But I can't discount Black Planet. I can't do that. Now, any of the other ones before Black Planet, like, no, I'm not considering that social media. I guess it is, but Black Planet definitely gave you the blueprint of what social media would start to look like today. No denying that. No denying that. Okay, anyway, so you had the party line. So people would meet each other. They would meet up. Well, you sound nice. What you look like, be on there lying, telling the truth, whatever, all that kind of stuff. But they would meet up. Like, yo, meet me downtown at the McDonald's next to the blah, 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 blah in the gallery or whatever, and people would meet that kind of way. So plenty of times in different ages in people's lives, they've been open to meeting new people, to being approached, addressed, hit up by new people. People would be giving out their phone numbers and stuff like that. On the party line, you give your phone number out. Other people that are on the line can hear you. So, Carol Chambers says, I subscribe to Black Planet. Yeah, Black Planet was a nice thing. And it wasn't all that freak stuff. It was a good way to network. I mean, it was called Black Planet. So there was an air of consciousness about it, even though a lot of dating going on Black Planet. But anyway, it was social media, and it definitely was the blueprint to what social media would start to be. After MySpace, social media took off. MySpace was big. MySpace, I still consider MySpace to be the best social media platform that ever came out. I mean, especially if you were an artist, because back then, remember, it was a big thing to have a website. If you were an artist, if you were a comedian, if you were a musician, you had your own website. You got a website? People, we were in the computer age, the home computer, the desktop, the laptop, and all. You got a website? Oh, let me go on the website and let me see what's going on. Carol Chamberlain says, I really didn't do MySpace too much. MySpace was a little bit too much for I'm not going to say older people, but a lot of people consider MySpace to be for the kids. And I understand why. Because MySpace was what Facebook and Instagram and all of that stuff is today. Remember when Facebook first came out, people gravitated, all the mature people gravitated to Facebook because you had to use your real name. It was a great way to get in touch with old classmates, old co-workers, people you hadn't seen in decades. You were able to get back in touch with people that you thought you would never see again unless some type of reunion would have came up. And there were mature people on Facebook, right? None of that crazy stuff and all, no fighting, no threatening and all of that. What happened when you joined Facebook? Let's say you joined Facebook in 2009. What did Facebook look, I don't know, 2-3 years later? It's the same shit that was going on MySpace. And I mean the same shit. It was worse. Because now we got 40 and 50-year-olds acting like those teenagers and 20-something and 30-something-year-olds were acting on MySpace. Without a doubt. It was a big mess. Because on MySpace, people, you would see people saying stuff like, don't worry about what me and my man are doing, or blah, 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 blah. Or, you just mad because you ain't on my top friends list. It was messy. It was messy. And Facebook is just as messy. Instagram is super messy. Twitter, we already know, they just deal in mess. You know, with Twitter is messy because you don't see the people. You know, like they have ways for you to see people now, but it's still not a visual platform. On Twitter, that's why you have Twitter people and then you have Facebook people. If you want to see people, you go on Facebook. If you don't want to see people, you just want to talk anonymously, you want to bullshit and talk reckless to somebody, Twitter, that's where you go. Because you ain't got to put up no pictures on Twitter and nobody will question you about it. Facebook people be like, listen, I'm not going to be arguing with I'm not going to be arguing with no anonymous. I'm not going to be arguing with a damn car. Because you might just have a car as your profile picture. I'm not arguing with a damn lamp. I'm not arguing with somebody's dog or cat or a picture of a sunset. I'm not arguing with that. I'm not going back and forth with somebody who's too scared to show them. You understand what I'm saying? So, not that the picture that you might have put up might have been you, but I know damn well it ain't Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby would not be here talking shit to me. And I know that Bill Cosby's real name is not, I don't know, Super Dave. Anyway, so my point is, you might be open to what strangers bring to you, and you might be closed off to how strangers approach you. But it's going to have a lot to do with your experiences with new people. Not like today, there's a lot of stranger danger. There are a lot of reasons to be apprehensive about people who you don't know, especially with the way that people are able to approach you nowadays. We don't come from an era, or we didn't grow up in an era where you could just call somebody that you didn't know. Sure, we had the white pages, but when somebody called you from the white pages, it was super random. Nowadays, people could have seen you on social media or somewhere else. They could look you up. You know what I mean? They just plug your name in and Google, and it comes up all your social media platforms. So the thing is, somebody might know you before you know them. You thinking that they're a stranger, they may not really be you might not be a stranger to them, but they might be a stranger to you. So you're wondering how come they know what to say to you, know how to act around you, know what your interests are, know a lot of things about how to get you to agree with them and stuff like that. Somebody might have put them on. So yeah, dealing with strangers isn't the same as it used to be. And you may have been apprehensive about strangers all your life. Shoot, strangers have been robbing us, hurting us, kidnapping us, raping us, and making our lives crazy for probably thousands of years. But especially in the last, I don't know, I would say about 20 years for sure, we have had to really reevaluate how we look at strangers and what strangers bring into our lives and what they do. So what about y'all? What do y'all think? What do y'all think? When a stranger hits you up, what is your thoughts? What are your thoughts about when a stranger comes into your life? When somebody wants to be friends with you, and so they approach you in that way. You never saw them before, don't know who they are, and they're trying to get familiar with you. Do you want to get familiar with me? Do you want to? Are you open? Are you closed? Are you inviting? Are you likely to reject them? Are you going to send them away? Have you ever straight up asked somebody, who sent you to me? You know how some people goof up and say something to you that they could have only slipped up and said if somebody told them what to say. Sometimes some people are supposed to be moving in covert silence, and they mess around and get too happy. They get happy feet. Slip up and tell you what your mom's name was. Like, oh, now hold on. You ain't no stranger. You're not a stranger. And now you got me really, really wondering what's your angle. What are you trying to do here? Stranger danger. How open are y'all to strangers these days? We try to protect our loved ones, protect our kids. We definitely try to tell kids, listen, I don't want you on that internet all crazy. I don't want you surfing the internet because I don't want you going out and meeting somebody that's acting like they're only about 14 or 15 years old, come to find out that they 27, 30 years old or whatever, and they trying to take advantage of you, trying to, but are we even practicing what we're preaching to our youth, to our young babies? A lot of us have been in relationships that didn't work out. I'm looking for a new love, baby. A new love, baby. And when that's the case, when you've gotten your heart broken, or you've been let down, or you've been put back on the auction block, you might be more open to listening to what somebody has to say. Well, I ain't got no man. I'm free as a bird. I don't have no reason to be saying no. Shoot, I like to eat. You want to go out? You want to take me out on a date? You want to take me to the movies? Well, it just so happens that I like movies and I like to eat. So what the hell? You ain't getting none. It ain't about all that, but you a handsome enough man. That's what a woman would say, I guess. I don't know. It could be somebody at her job. Some of us work in places that are big, so somebody might have had their eye on you for a while. Like, listen, listen, Mas, I've been, checking you out. No, don't get me wrong. I don't know, stalker type thing, but I've been seeing you around, around the building and stuff like that. And I just, wanted to say hi to you and see if I could get to know you a little bit. What's your name? What's your do? Being hurt, rejected, broken up with, brokenhearted, it can make you more open to the positive things that a new person may get. And that's what I was basically asking about when I was talking about in the beginning, and just a little while ago, about people getting bored with other people, or older or aging people who have been in their lives. Maybe you get tired of going to the same clubs, the same bars, the same church, the same clubs, organization, wherever you go. Maybe you think in different ways than the groups that you are around think, and maybe you need to be around new people. So you're kind of looking for that. Maybe not actively looking for it, but you're looking for it. That there's something out there that's more familiar to you, and maybe you want to see what it is. Maybe. Let me do this. Urban Therapy with Sun 752, and this your daily, the Daily Go Getimism Show. We do this every single day. Every day it rains. Every day it rains. And the DG will do the same. We break it down, baby. Every day it rains. And the DG will do the same. Every day it rains. And the DG will do the same. Every day it rains. And the DG will do the same. Every day it rains, and the DG will do the same. I'm your host, Sun 752, aka Omar, with the. And if you can't say Omar with the, well, then you just say Omar with the R. This is the Daily Go Getimism Show, all up in your area. I'm feeling like a real man should, and I hope y'all feel like real men and women should also. Tonight on this Hump Day, Wednesday, Hump Day, yeah. We are talking about when a stranger hits you up. How receptive are you to when someone who you don't know, never saw before, never heard of, tries to get close to you, tries to get familiar with you, wants to be friends with you, wants to get to know you. Are you open to it? Does everybody get a fair shot? Or do you vet all new people? Like, wait a minute, I have a little application that I need you to fill out. Um, at this time, you should probably get out your ID. I need to find out if you are who you say you are. But there's definitely an application approval process that I have to send you through. If you're not interested in identifying yourself or going through this process, I want to thank you for hitting up my line, getting in my inbox, text messaging me. But I'm going to have to block you now. You got to go now. You don't want to show who you are. I got to get rid of you, star. Like a star in the sky, you don't see the same every night. But I'm going to get rid of you right now because you're not down. You don't want to show me who you is. What's the biz? All right. Stacy White, what's going on? And T. Carrie Wright, morning, noon, and night. It's always great to have my peoples going directly into your site. And Carol Chamberlain, me friend, me favorita, always a good time and great to see you. My brother from another. My brother, Ansel Jones, Baltimore brother. Girls can't leave him alone. What's going on? How y'all feeling tonight, man? It's good to see me, some y'all. So we talking about these strangers, man. How open to strangers are y'all? Now, I'm going to tell you something. I'll tell you. My regular supporters, who are the people who I just named, and a little bit more. When new people come into this chat, y'all are always very, very inviting and accepting and welcoming to people coming in here. Like, yo, welcome to this thing of ours. Check out what's going on. It's a nice thing. You know what I mean? Take a seat, get comfortable. But if you start talking crazy, acting crazy, you know what I'm saying? Like, we welcome discourse and disagreement and all of that kind of stuff. But once you start name calling and acting a fool and getting stupid, it might be better for you to just listen in the background. Carol says you can say older people. I won't be offended. Blessed to get old. I'm just at the time, you got to think this is 2000, 2003, 2004. So older then was anybody over 40. Might have been some people over 30. MySpace was a different animal. It really was. It was different. It was different. Stacy White says Twitter is boring. You could look at it that way. But Twitter people are Twitter people, and MySpace people, I'm sorry, and Facebook people are Facebook people. That's a fact. Carol says Facebook is really messy now. Not like when I joined. Yeah, it was starting to get messy when around. I'm not sure what year you joined, but I know by 2011, 2012, it was messy, super messy. Actually, it was messy in 2010. Yeah, it really was. I remember in 2010, I wasn't messing with Facebook like that. I didn't start getting active on it until 2012 when I rebranded the Sun Always Shine show to the Urban Therapy with Sun show. And I did that by not just request, but they were telling me, you got to get your social media up. You got to start pushing it. I was like, ugh. All right. Carol says, I hate when Facebook suggests people you may know. Yeah. Social media is your damn strangers pushing the envelope. Stacy White says strangers are quick to dipping your business when they don't know you. Some strangers are, yeah. You know what I mean? Carol says, I'm very selective in accepting friend requests. I learned a valuable lesson. I feel you on that. I do. And then there are people on Facebook that really just want a bunch of numbers of friends. You know, so they want thousands and thousands of friends and followers and stuff like that. I don't know, for their personal, I don't know, whatever, just to be able to say that they know people or that they have people, whatever the case may be. If you're not in business, I don't understand it, but hey, it is what it is. And so Jones says they were too comfortable. He also says some friends I have met in the early 2000s are normal. Okay. TK Wright says, apparently I still have a Black Planet profile. I still have one too. Now, can I remember my password? No. Carol says, wow, Taki, I haven't checked that in a minute. Yeah, once you up there, like we talked about last night, once you up, man, once you in, you're in. You are in. There are some platforms that will. No, you know what I'm talking about. I'm thinking about email addresses. There are some email. What do you call email? Like Hotmail and Yahoo. If you haven't used that email in a while, it'll kick you out. You got to make another account. At least that's how it used to be. I don't know now. I don't know. And so it says it was open arms when we met, like a live show. Okay, Carol, you joined Facebook in 2009. Yeah, at least a year later. Actually, it was starting to get messy in 2009. I was starting to see some MySpace-ish behavior in 2009, but definitely by 2010 and 11, it was all in. Stacey White, you was wow. You joined Facebook in 2007? I didn't even know about Facebook until about 2008. Yeah. Carol says, when I first retired, it was to keep in touch with coworkers mainly. Makes sense. Oh, you said Gmail. Okay. So yeah, whatever the case may be, you know, with any social media platform, people can inbox you. If they're friends with you, they can write on your wall. They can call you through Messenger. They can try to video chat with you through Messenger, you know, that kind of shit. So there are ways for people to get in touch with you. And just because somebody sends you a friend request and you accept their friend request, you're friends on that platform, but you don't know them. So how does it feel when you accept a friend request from somebody and then they're trying to be a friend to you? Like, now there are a lot of different opinions about this thing, because some people, I hear people complain all the time, like people just send you a friend request and then they don't like nothing on your page, they don't say nothing on your page, you know, they just there watching you. And I be looking at these kind of posts and I'll be like, how do you know that they're watching you? How do you know that they don't just how do you know that they didn't just see your face, think that you were cute or handsome or whatever? But you know, they might do that to 2,000 people. So they just keep it moving. What makes you think? Well, obviously, you want them to be more active with you. But how do you know that they're spending time spying on you or watching what you post? How do you know that? especially since they don't like anything or comment on anything that you post. How do you know that? Now, those are very attention seeking people. But the reason that I bring them up is because they bring about an interesting concept when it comes to strangers and social media and what our expectations might be of new people and older people. Now, I'm sure that some of these people who make those posts like that have people that they have known for years, and they probably don't like everything that they post or comment on everything because they might not be active. But I guess they get a pass. New people don't get a pass. You accept my friend request, you got to be active on my page. I think that's weird. But people will delete you from their page, but based on that. You ain't just gonna friend me and then just abandon me. Like, well, what are your real expectations? Are you looking for a meet and greet? Are you looking for an interaction? Like, what are you looking for? Have y'all ever thought about that? Am I the only one who wonders about that? Because I see these types of posts often. Often. They're just looking, just spying, just watching what you're doing. Like, you seem to be overstating your importance. There you go, Carol. Carol says, or accept the friend request and they go straight to your inbox talking smack. Evidently, Carol, some people want that. A lot of people must want that. They're looking for you to be active. What's more active than them being in your inbox trying to ask what you got on? Can they call you? Can they have your number? Can y'all meet up? What city are you in? Can you fly me out? Can I fly you in? I don't know. T. Carey Wright says, it's not just you. I can relate to you. I'm just saying. T. Carey Wright, what's good? And I'm not gonna lie. The people who normally speak that way, from what I've seen, I guess from the people on my friends list, they're people who post selfies a lot. Not lying. So I'm like, your dealings with strangers are what? What exactly are you looking for? What are you trying to see? What do you want to see? What do you want to make happen? What are your expectations? Now, I'm going to have to bring up this elephant in the room, this phenomenon about black women not trusting black women. A lot of black women that I know, especially on social media, when another black woman, or any woman, to tell you the truth, but definitely another black woman sends a black woman that they don't know a friend request, it'd be a whole lot of suspicion going on. Let me go through her friends list. Let me find out who she know. Whose man do she think I'm trying to talk to, or whose man are we sharing? What's the connection? What's the connection to me that she have before I even know her? I've heard a lot of black women talk like that. Like, oh, let me see who do this bitch think I'm messing with, or that I like, or that, who is she wrong about? What is she fishing for? I'm like, damn. And it's a funny thing because when men send other men friend requests, like when a man sends me a friend request, the first thing I do is I go to his page and make sure this nigga ain't gay. Like, you ain't gonna rainbow your way into my good graces, nigga. It ain't that kind of party. Ain't nobody over here getting down like that. Listen. You do what you do, But I go to their page and I see, you know what I mean, I check to make sure that he ain't hugged up with a bunch of dudes or on some bros over hoes type shit. Very rarely is it any. Does it come to my mind like, does this dude think does he think, is this girl or his wife on my friends list? That's happened about 2 times that I can think of. One time I did have to actually block the dude. One time I had to block the dude because he was acting real erratic. But he wasn't on my friends list. He didn't even send me a friend request. I'm trying to remember exactly what he did to capture my attention. But he definitely thought I was on his girl. And I'm like, she might be on me, dude, but we good. And the other time, I know the dude thought his girl was, you know what, he was legit though. And at least he wasn't, he expressed exactly what he was feeling. And he told me he was in love with his girl and he wanted me to help him do a favor for his girl. He wanted me to announce, he wanted me to do something, like he wanted me to tell her how much he loved her and all of this kind. I was like, that's what you want me to do? He was like, yeah. I was like, all right, I'll do it. If that's what you need to feel secure, because I knew his woman from a can of paint. She used to listen to the show. She used to look at the show. She used to comment on a regular basis. It was you know what I mean? This is when we was on Facebook. So I was like, all right. Yo, when she came on, I was like, listen, I got a little message from a friend of a friend. And he wants you to know that you ought to love, you light up his light. Now, if I was another type of dude, I would have been like, listen, man, I ain't getting caught up all up in that craziness and all that kind of stuff. But listen, I'm a big fan of black love. I didn't want his woman to have to be arguing over a man that I don't know if she's interested in, but has never met, has never stood in front of, does not talk to on the phone, inbox, or any of that shit. You know what I mean? I did not want him to be a part of I didn't want her to have to get into an issue with her man that didn't have anything to do with me. Because I would imagine that she already has to deal with that. So I said, yeah. So she was like, and I told her, I said, listen, man, your man hit me up and blah, blah, blah. I was like, yo, he's really into you. He really digs you. She was like, yeah, I know. That's my baby and blah. I'm like, all right, cool. I don't want him hitting me up no more. Like, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. But nonetheless, I don't fear strangers. I just don't like you getting too familiar. My brother from another mother, Norris Hill, sit back, relax, do your thing, Max, and chill. What's going on, my brother? Thanks for coming on now. It's always good to see me some you. That's no doubt. Carol says, my block game is strong. No tolerance for foolishness. Word. Norris says, people be on swole in social media. True. But yeah. So what about people who get bored with they people? Some people like meeting new people. They like the possibilities that meeting new people may hold for them. And I mean, you can't front. There can be opportunities that people may want to give you or may be able to offer you that you may not get from other sources of older people that you have been dealing with. And when I say older people, I mean people that you've known for a long time or known for a good while, not necessarily having anything to do with their age. So do you think that people who are open to meeting new people or having new people come into their lives, do you think that they're gamblers? Do you think that they take too many risks? You know, like from the ones that you know that are like that, do you think that they put too many eggs in the basket of new people? Do you think that their expectations may are too unrealistic and lofty? Do you think that they're taking unnecessary chances? Make sure y'all hit that like button, y'all. Make sure that y'all share the show. Make sure that y'all subscribe to the channel. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, this is the Daily Go Getimism Show. I'm your host, Sun752, and we're talking about when a stranger hits you up. What do you get? What kind of feeling do you get when a stranger hits you up? A stranger. A stranger. And look, you got all these people out here talking about it don't take 5 years for a man to know if he wants to marry you. In the first 6 months, he knows whether he wants to be with you or not. So in the first 6 months, from day 1 to 6 months, to me, you're a stranger. I may get to know you, but to me, I don't think I've really gotten to know you to make me comfortable enough to say that I really know you. Like for me to say that I know you, I have to have had several experiences to see how you will act in those situations. Like I want to see how you'll act when you're comfortable, when you're uncomfortable, when you're afraid, when you're frustrated, when you're satisfied, when you're happy, when you're sad, when you think that you look good, when you think that you're ugly that day. I want to see how it is when your pockets are full, or when you're broke, or when other new people are around, or when the same people are around. Like it takes a while. It takes a while for me to think that I know you. So in that regard, I think that it takes a while for people to get to know me. You know, these days, I think that a lot of people are just looking for whatever they like or dislike in a person. I know I like a lot about them. I'm going with that. I know I don't like any too much about them. I'm going with that. What about you? You know, now when people trust people too fast when it comes to their money, I think that that's strange behavior. Strange behavior. And I think that is weird that people will be more careful with trusting people with their money than they will with their heart. You can get money back. Sure, there are times when you never get the money back, but you get the money back. You'll make the money back if you're active after a while. But your heart, woo! Is it just me? Is it just me? Like I ain't trying. People who are just quick to jump in relationships with people in and out of relationships. I don't know. I think that's weird. Especially at this age in our lives. Like, sure, when you're a teenager in your 20s and stuff like that, you're unmarried, don't have kids and stuff it's not that big of a deal, I guess. And I'm careful even by saying that, but 30s, 40s, 50s, it's too much at stake. Your whole life is at stake. Like you done made it through those younger years. You ain't trying to chance it on no bullshit. Oh, I didn't see. T. Carey Wright says, I've been hit up by someone's girl before. I'm not a fan. That's my word. Northfield says, I checked Saturday's show on the playback. Hate I missed it. Yeah, that was good. Shout out to my man Belvin Jessup. Stacey White says, sometimes you may have to meet new people if you change your life around. That's absolutely true. But the thing is, meeting new people is one thing. How accepting of them are you going to be? You can meet them, but how far inside of the house are you going to let them get? Are you going to make sure they wipe their feet off? Will they get past the living room? Like, all right, okay. Stay right there in the living room. Do they get to sit in the chair, or do they get to sit on the couch? Will they make it to the dining room? Do you have a bathroom downstairs, or do they have to go upstairs? Are they eligible to go upstairs? Your life is your house. How far do you let them come in? Do you give them a tour around the house? T. Carey Wright says, I know a few who switch partners every 2 to 3 years. They get off on the new person high. That's what I'm looking for. The new person high. The new person high. Are you a new person high kind of person? I seem to gravitate and trust people who I've known for a while. That's why you don't hear me talking a lot about people who changed and switched up and all of that, because I understand change. I don't understand switching up, because as far as I'm concerned, switching up is really just revealing something to you that you didn't know. They didn't switch. You didn't know. You declared yourself to know somebody before you really know them. And then when they showed you who they really were, you couldn't understand it. So yeah, they switched as far as your knowledge base is concerned, but no, they're just showing you more. You're not ready for what more they have. I would advise you now to pay attention if you're still around, because some people can't take it. They can't take new information. When you meet new people, you're not really meeting them. You're meeting their representative. Their representative is them, dummy. This ain't no Cyrano de Bergerac shit. That's them. You got to get to know them. You just weren't ready for them. You was too busy wrapping up and declaring that you already knew somebody. Nope. This is a marathon, not a sprint. Getting to know somebody is a marathon. It's not a sprint. I'm going to do my Umar Johnson. Getting to know somebody is a marathon, not a sprint. Getting to know someone is a marathon, not a sprint. Getting to know someone is a marathon, not a sprint. My brothers and sisters, my kings and queens, my African brothers and sisters, kings and queens. Getting to know someone is a marathon, not a sprint. Getting to know someone is an AT&T, not the. All right, okay. Shout out to my crazy ass man, Umar Johnson. I don't know, man. His videos, he's been on a good run. He's been on a good run lately. You know what I'm saying? I may not agree with everything that he says, especially what he's talking about with reparations, but he's been on a good run. He's been kicking some shit. That's right, Carol. Good looking out on the lights. And so Jones says people get offended when they see their business and don't support it. Yep. Stacey White says you have to pay attention. You do. You do. You know? And just a few weeks or a couple of months, you wanna declare that, I know we will all want God to send us an angel and all of that, but the question that we're asking on this show tonight is, how receptive are you to receiving a God sent angel? Angels evidently come in different forms, and so do demons and devils. But it might take a while for you to be able to unpack exactly which one is who. It can take time. And it should take time to get to know a person. Sometimes it even takes time to meet a person. With social media and all that kind of stuff, you don't always get to meet a person right away. It may take you a while to meet them, and sometimes your expectations may be unrealistic and too lofty by the time you meet them. Now you all disappointed. You all disappointed because the burger on TV didn't look like the burger in person. Well, you should have known that burger. Listen, but do the burger taste good? Because you didn't even get to taste it on TV. It looked good. All right, in person it don't look that good, but do it taste good? Because if it tastes good, we can remake the burger and make it look the way that it looked before. You know what I'm saying? We can get our redecoration on. But let's make sure that this is something that we want to eat. Because we ain't just going to be showing this burger for the rest of our lives. What's good? What we talking about, y'all? What we talking about?
90 seconds.
That's what we talking about? 90 seconds? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? How receptive are y'all to new people?
Seconds.
You know something I never asked y'all before? And even though I'm just kidding, how many of y'all cheat on me with another show? Because certainly I'm the only show y'all watch on YouTube, right? See, it's fucking ridiculous, right? It's kind of ridiculous. But there might be another show that comes on in the 7 o'clock time frame, and it might be a live show. You might want to catch it live. I don't know. You know what I mean? Some of y'all might switch back and forth. You know, sometimes the number in the show go down and go up and go up and go down and go. Shoot, y'all might be cheating on me with another show. Y'all on another show like oh my God, I can't believe it. I'm filing for divorce because of infidelity. Infidelity. Stacy says never. That's what's up. Narzo says like striking up conversations with people in passing. All right, y'all. Let's do these birthday shout outs. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious Wednesday. Well, they weren't born on a Wednesday, not necessarily. But on this January 18th, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special, because they are special, because they are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They get number one out the box. Go get her, my girl. Over there. What part of Ohio is she from? I think it's Toledo. Miss Bossy Law, happy birthday to you, Miss Bossy Law. And also Craig Hamilton, turning 52 years old today. My man, Craig Hamilton, going all the way back to the 1990s. This was my man. And also Chris Zimmerman, happy birthday to you, Zimmerman. And also Price Ness Irriton Brene, turning 28 years old today. And Apostle Dion Ford, turning 32 years old today. And she is raising money for No Kid Hungry. Okay. And also Andre Greenlee, turning 34 years old today. And Nakia Nicole, happy birthday to you. And my man, go-getter Dwayne Branham, turning 52 years old today. And Johnny Robinson, turning 53 years old today. And also, last but not least, my man, William Reeves Jr., turning 44 years old today. I want to say happy birthday to all of y'all and anyone else out there who shares this birthday on this glorious January 18th, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up. But don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out, rock on it, do the damn, the rock out, rock on it, do the damn, rock out, rock on it, do the damn thing. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and remember, man. Well, I don't know about to remember, but think about this. Whether you are open to meeting new people, letting new people in, getting to know new people or not, that's a decision that's probably going to be governed by your experiences of letting people in too soon or not soon enough that you've had throughout your life. And you have every right to go with what has been either working for you or rejecting what hasn't been working for you. Maybe there are times when people present themselves to you that seem worth the risk or more inviting than others. But to be honest with you, we all have to take a chance with somebody at some point, at some time. Yeah. But you make that decision and try to make the most informed, smartest, most life-giving and future guaranteeing decisions that you can make out there. Peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death, resuscitate y'all, and love y'all right back to life. We all got to trust somebody, even if we don't want to, and a whole lot of time we really don't want to, but we have to. So it'll be all right. Just trust your brain and your judgment tonight. And if it don't work out, you try again. But make sure they don't take enough from you for you to win. I begin to tell y'all the truth. I'm going to make sure the more life we live, the more we have proof that we got a little bit more left. And I'm going to talk to y'all until your ears are deaf. I see y'all tomorrow, 7 p.m. All right. So, Blog Talk, we going to get you out of here. Yeah. Yeah. All right, man. You know what I mean? Some people just don't want to cooperate. Make sure y'all hit the like button, y'all. Make sure that y'all share the show. Make sure that y'all subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. All right. And for my YouTubers, you know just how we do, but thanks for coming on through. See you on the other side, my boobers. Peace, y'all. All right there. All right.